to equip agencies with all of the tools that they need to actually develop content and partner with their advertisers to bring that content to market effectively. So it's things like publishing frameworks, it's how to work with YouTube content creators, it's how to think about campaign optimization, all of the nuts and bolts that allow the agencies to be content creators at scale and to do that with a lot of impact for their advertisers. So it's going to be in 22 languages. It rolls out globally today. Danielle and Kelly are going to mention it on stage. And I'm really excited because MEC's Wavemaker, and Alastair is here as the CEO of Wavemaker, are our global launch partners for this. We call you the early adopter, the global early adopter agency partners for this. They have committed to actually rolling out the curriculum to the 750 people who they have around the world. And I thought it would be great to just have a little fireside chat or seaside chat with Alastair on content and Wavemaker and the YouTube Brand Partner Program for agencies. So, Alastair.
Well, it certainly feels like you're sitting next to a fire up here, I have to say. No, well, thanks very much. I was just going to pick up on what Danielle said. She said earlier on, because I struggle to try and explain to my daughter, who's 8, what it is that I do. And then when you're trying to explain what you do in the south of France, but as soon as I said I'm sitting here with YouTube, she was like, Dad, I've got it, and I want to tell you exactly what I've been learning about Minecraft. And then when you go into just the amount of time that she spends on it, and I was having a drink with some friends last night, and they just were telling me about how they'd gone up Alpe d'Huez. And once they'd done it, they then came back and they watched Chris Froome going up Alpe d'Huez for 40 minutes. And for me, in this era where we are trying to capture people's attention in seconds, YouTube has that ability to attract people's attention in hours. I hate to say it about my daughter, but actually in hours. And for me, what is really important as an agency is how do we take advantage of that for the benefit of our clients? How do we, in an authentic way, lean into what you're doing? And I have to say, I think it's super exciting. The program that's being launched. I was saying to you just before I arrived, we launched this internally. So I'm the head of Wavemaker. I'm also our COO of MEC globally. It's really important that all of our business is kept together. But I was talking to the head of our Wavemaker business in the Middle East, and she said, this is so brilliant that I've got 70% of my people in 10 days up to speed with what the opportunities are, and now I can go and she can go and talk directly with clients about what this opportunity might be and how do we engage. And I think engagement and creating that right content is so important. And as you said, understanding what's the strategic approach, understanding how we lean into your creators and understand more about how we can work with them, and being able to do that at scale and consistently is really what I think our clients and the brands that we are fortunate to work with are asking us to do. And content, is typically very much a local, personal thing. And this, for me, is the first time we've been able to do something at scale. I mean, YouTube works globally at scale. It's one of the very few platforms that manages to do that. And this is a great opportunity for us to do this consistently with our clients.
That's great. So the other thing I forgot to mention that's important is that one of the things that we've done with the online curriculum is actually to bring the voice of the content creators to the platform. So we have content creators like Hannah Hart, like Mystery Guitar Man, all of these sort of almost universally known content creators who are serving as hosts for the training, and that obviously brings it to life in a much more compelling way. So if you think about the online curriculum specifically, how are you planning to scale that? You've committed to the 750 people globally. How do you see that unfolding?
Well, I mean, you know, it's been fantastic that we've had first access to it, and we we rolled it out 10 days ago, and as you said, you know, my commitment is to get all 750 people inside WaveMaker trained, but also I look at it as not just WaveMaker. It's also, you know, the 6,000 people we have in MEC. That's my audience.
Are you going to set targets?
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're always about targets.
Yeah, my target is very clear. It's all 750 people have to be trained.
When?
Well, no. It's very, you know. Don't worry. I love targets as well. So I'll tell you what.
You're the COO.
Yeah, I'm COO, so I love targets. So we set a target that said we wanted 50 people to be trained, so I could sit up here and say we've got 50 trained. As of this morning, we've got 127 trained in 10 days, and over 200 already signed up. You know, it's a commitment of time. So in 10 days, we've got 127 people finished, and well over 200 on the way to it. You know, I'm not happy with that, but as I set a target of 50, you know, I can't now go back and go, you know, you didn't do it, they've done it. So we just got to keep up the pressure with everybody.
So the other thing I wanted to cover off is WaveMaker, which to me seems like a really innovative approach to the integration of content with a whole set of related functional areas that agencies are stewarding for their advertisers. Can you talk about that construct and how you got to that decision and how it's paying off?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's been. You know, I think, you know, everybody's got a headline about what they're doing in content, and honestly, I wasn't really interested about that from an MEC perspective. So we've spent well over a year in preparation, and you know, everybody seems to be talking to clients. What for me, what it was that inside our organisation, lots of people were having multiple conversations with clients about content, and it wasn't joined up. And we had people in content that were sitting in social, SEO, in our sports partnership, entertainment business, in our creative services business, in our entertainment business, and clients don't want multiple conversations with an agency. They want a single conversation. And so what we've done, and we launched at the beginning of April in 10 markets, and what we've spent the previous 12 months is crashing all of those different departments together. So I'll give you an example of the UK, for example, where we had 6 different business units, all with between 10 and 20 people. Those have all come under a single leadership. There's now 120 people in WaveMaker in the UK. There's 90 in Germany. So what we've spent the last